Fireball into double hero charge is one of the strongest armies in Legend League, and I'm sure if not for my words, my thumbnail is going to just prove that to some extent. And I should also say it is a fairly simple army once you get the hang of it. And I'm also going to give you guys some examples of why this army is stronger than, say, some smash style attacks like Super Witches or Root Riders when it comes to the Fireball itself. So let's just hop into some Legend League attacks where I explain what I do, as well as show you guys some recovery tips when things go terribly wrong and how you can still go ahead and get your triples. So you can just see what I have on my heroes in terms of the pets and the equipments. Note my angry jelly is still only level 3 and I'm still able to do this. So that just goes to show you guys this is a very strong attack. Definitely do consider it in your own armies for Legend League and just have some fun with it. We're going to start with this new meta of bases where it has like the double invis towers but side by side away from the town hall, and they're on opposite directions of the town hall as well. You'll also notice like the eagle artillery is on one's edge and the monolith with the heroes is usually on the other edge with the clan castle. It's like some weird combination of these two, but you'll notice a lot of damage is within the invis towers themselves, and this is a new meta of anti-root rider style bases. So let's just go through what it is that we're going to do for our fireball attacks, and I'm sure you guys can already guess somewhat what the answer would be. We can just have our fireball target like the X-bow or something. Just give our warden a little bit of time to chew through some defenses on either side, and we can easily go ahead and just pop a fireball to get rid of the entire core. And yeah, you're just gonna see exactly what I mean by that in just a minute over here. Maybe not even a minute, barely like 20 seconds. So yeah, I'm just using the super barbarians on the top over here to clear out the cannon to ensure that my angry jelly actually goes ahead and forces my warden to go towards that invis tower super early. And yeah, everything looks good so far, right? Like my warden, I started my warden on the side which has lesser damage so that he can go ahead and grab the eagle artillery. And then I was thinking, since my warden will be aiming for this area anyway, I can start my queen charge over here. I can maybe have my king come in over here and then support with my royal champion as my king starts to die out like this, and everybody can just more or less collapse on the town hall compartment, and it should be a very easy 3-star. But you're going to see something very interesting happen over here. Despite of my warden be like literally still taking damage, my healer just decided to switch to my super barbarians for some reason. They were low health, but I don't understand the AI of it. And these guys have managed to go ahead and just steal my healers, and they're not even going to go ahead and give them back to my queen, and these healers are going to die to the air defense right over here. This is a terrible situation I'm in, and there's no way out, right? Like I just have to send it at this point. So now I just have to start my own queen charge, and yeah, those healers are as good as gone. There's nothing I can do to recover them anymore, and all I can do is try to recover it at this point. So my queen charge instincts just kicked in, and I was thinking like, okay, naturally like this area is what is really left for me to queen charge, so might as well focus that area. And it's a good starting point because my warden already created a funnel over here, and you will see I'm just trying to salvage the situation as much as I possibly can. Start the king and my royal champion both together over here. Hopefully they can deal damage to this area of the base and remove the enemy heroes while I actually just focus on the queen charge up top over here. And yeah, things get a little chaotic, but I have to try to stay composed. And this is more or less just a normal queen charge attack at this point, right? Like my king is going to just literally just sacrifice himself. I even threw my drill down over here to provide my royal champion more support with those yetis. And yeah, actually the queen charge managed to pop this invis tower in the core. It's just a wonderful job that we managed to get done over there. And despite of things going so wrong, right, like I lost my warden so early in the attack, but I have the resources I need to just support my heroes. My queen popped that invis tower early. She removed the top half of the invis tower, and yeah, my royal champion, especially with the help of the king and that drill, she had enough support to go ahead and push all through all this area. And look at what's even left on this base. It's only the town hall that's left as a threat, but the queen can reach it over the walls, and whatever traps are left do not matter whatsoever. I still have my queen ability as well, and this is going to be a triple despite of such an awful thing happening. So I bet you can't do something like this if it was some sort of smash style attack and for some reason your warden just dies despite of getting the fireball value. it's a very real situation that you could lose your warden, you could lose your healers even as well, like how I lost my 5 healers over here. So I'm just saying it's a very dangerous and real possibility, and you could have a terrible 1 star just occur to you exactly if the same situation happened to you in a smash style attack. But because it is so easy for us to recover, like it's such an adaptable army, it's almost difficult that you're going to fail at least terribly. This has happened many times before to me in the past, but I've at least managed to recover to maybe 90% plus, if not a 3 star, just like this one. So it just goes to show you guys that this is a very strong army. Definitely try it out over any smash style army. It is just significantly more strong. Yeah, let's just move on to some more replays for you guys. Alright, another very interesting base style, and you're already probably seeing like this is a very well spread base over here. So we only have one dangerous area, that is this triple single inferno core over here. It's going to be a nightmare for our heroes to deal with, but let's just try to work our way around it, right? So I know you're probably thinking like, if I just get a fireball on the town hall, I can go ahead and erase this entire area, like the monolith, the invis tower, and both of those expos, and it's a very good starting point. Like I know it's amazing, and you can even probably have your warden go to each, like either side over here, and then you can have your queen go in the direction that your warden decides to not go, and you can easily converge on these infernos over here. But I have an interesting other way of doing this as well, and let's just go through it together. So you can actually charge your warden for a while before forcing his fireball. You don't need to always place your fireball super early like how you would do it on the town hall in this case. So over here you're actually going to see I'm going to do something a little more interesting than that. I'm going to try to just go ahead and charge the eagle artillery early, and you're going to exactly see what I mean by that. Like I'm going to just go ahead and charge the eagle artillery. I'm going to actually drop my flame flinger to support from this bottom corner over here, which will force my warden to keep walking towards the right on this base. And you can see I'm using a baby dragon over here. I'll start dropping some super barbarians along the line as well over here, but as of now I'm only checking for some Teslas. And yeah, looks like we found one over there. We should be good to go. Warden should keep stepping to the right as of now. And you'll also see I am getting the royal champion killed over here with the help of some super barbarians and a yeti. It's a very helpful trick. Definitely do try it out in your own attacks as well, if you're taking this one. And once again you'll see the wizard has stolen my healers, but it's fine this time. The warden is not the one taking any damage, and yeah, the healers just go right back to him. So you can already see what I'm thinking of doing. Over here, I'm thinking of getting a fireball on the single inferno, and you can see the value that it's going to go ahead and grab for us, especially with the flame finger helping out like this. Just look at that. The entire triple single inferno core is gone, the poison tower is gone, and the clan castle. What is even left on this base? Like honestly, what is even left on this base? You can exactly see what I'm trying to do. I can see my warden can easily handle this much of the base. He doesn't need any support. I can just forget about him, start focusing on the rest of my heroes, because that's all that's really left on the base, just to stop a little bit. And you can see I'm doing it like a normal queen charge attack. King will go ahead and remove the flank. My queen will go ahead and jump into the town hall compartment exactly like this, and she is gonna go ahead and grab the town hall. And what better time to join with my royal champion, because like my flame flinger just burst open, so those yetis are going to provide a little bit of tanking for my royal champion. And you can already see this base is busted. There's no way it's going to defend. It is absolutely broken, and there's nothing that this base can even do about it at this point. As I was saying, warden can easily handle that entire area all by himself, and I literally just ignored him. There was nothing to do. Yeah, freeze the invis tower just for the town hall takedown, and this is just absolutely broken. Like this base stands no chance of defending anymore. There's literally nothing that can be done at this point, and we've just swagged so many spells. Like I think 2 rages, 1 invis, and a poison. That's a lot of spells. That's a lot of spells, no matter how you look at it. So definitely an impressive army, no matter which way you look at it. Once again, definitely try it out in your own attacks. Another toxic style of base that has started coming up because of the root rider meta. I misspoke a little over there, but I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. And Once again, I think you're probably wondering like this is a very easy base for your fireball army. You can easily just go ahead and target any of these areas, right? To go ahead and just grab with your fireball. It's just such simple value. But I'm telling you guys that you can be a little greedy and reduce the damage significantly more if you find a defense that you want to target a fireball onto, especially because this is a warden charge and you don't need to pull him back in most situations to use with like a larger part of your army. He is an independent machine, he is his own weapon, he can continue to charge areas all by himself unless absolutely necessary that you need to pull him back. So this is one of those bases where you can actually go ahead and be a little bit more greedy with your fireball. Sure, I'm absolutely sure you guys are wondering if I get a fireball on this multi-inferno, I can grab this entire area and it's easy for me to continue from there. But I noticed one interesting little detail on this base and I'm sure you guys are going to spot it as well very soon. Just a small hint, you can see I've already started my warden on the top of the base over here. But what is it that I'm trying to fireball? I'm sure you guys haven't realized it just yet, but just give it a moment and you'll see exactly what I'm aiming for. And it's similar to the kind of value that I'm going for in the previous attack that I did. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys right away. I'm aiming for this builder hut over here because if I manage to get the builder hut down, I will actually go ahead and grab the clan castle as well. And that is a huge deal. That's a super big deal because it's a lot of time I get to save on my attacks. And just look at that. This is an example of where you can use two earthquakes if you're not confident enough. I'm sure I could have done that with just one earthquake, but I used both of them just because I didn't have time. The builder hut is a very squishy defense, so I just wanted to make sure that I could absolutely go ahead and grab all the value that I was looking for. And look at this. What damage is even there over here? It's just the enemy king. He's going to be so safe over here for a while that ricochet cannon is not going to be able to get to him for a terribly long time. And once again, basics of fireball attack, especially with this army. My warden created a hole like this, and I know that my warden is going to walk down over here. So I'm just going to start my queen from the hole that he created in the base and just let the warden and queen each do their own thing. Like, look at how beautifully they're going to work together, and they're both going to just continue charging their own respective areas, no problems whatsoever. Warden is actually going to go ahead and charge the entire town hall all by himself. And this is where I realized I don't need the spells for my queen just because of the fact that my warden is grabbing the town hall and I spent everything that I had on him. And this makes for one of the situations where it's time to pull him out of the core because he will otherwise be in damage from all three of these defenses and I have no more spells. So you can see I have drawn him back out with my royal champion, and yeah, they're just gonna tag team together, share the damage a bit. And you can also see I'm going to do something similar at the bottom over here. King and queen together can easily share the damage in this entire bottom area, and everybody just nicely converged on the base, you know, like royal champion and warden over here, king and queen in this area, and king even went ahead and funneled ahead so that the queen can go ahead and sit in the score area, you could say. And there's nothing even left on this base. I'm telling you, it's just so powerful. It's just so powerful. Or you just need to find that one spot that you can place your fireball, which is super strong. You can spend even like up to a minute for it. It's not it can be a very time inefficient attack. I have gone even like 1 minute 30 seconds on my fireball, and then started the rest of my attack and still tripled. So just follow the same basics. All you just need to make sure of is that each hero is acting as a funneling point for the next one. So it's like the warden is funneling for the queen will funnel for the king, and your royal champion can either come in as a funneling point for like to kind of pull your warden back, or something that acts upon how your king is behaving in the attack. So it's just very flexible and you can play it by ear super duper easily, and it's more important than anything else. It's really fun. So let's just move into some more attacks for you guys. I've got plenty in store. You guys can already guess from the thumbnail. Some more toxic styles of base, and yeah, you can already see it's like an anti-tool style setup, and there's not the best pathing to really get into the town hall compartment itself when it comes to root riders. And yeah, you might see this pretty commonly, but once again we're going to cover it with our fireball attacks. So again, you're probably wondering, it should be very obvious to really target the rage tower area itself. Maybe if I just go ahead and target this multi inferno over here, you can actually go ahead and grab out like this much of value. But once again, there's just some small optimizations you can make for a very small cost, and it is to instead go ahead and target this ricochet cannon over here, because then you can actually go ahead and grab this much of value, which is significantly more than what you would have gotten if you targeted just the multi inferno. So just consider small things like this, and I'm sure you guys can just absolutely start smashing any base you find. And you'll also notice one more thing. There is a lesson I learned very expensively, and it's usually that Tesla is hiding in these corners over here. I'm not sure what exactly they are there for. Maybe it's something to encourage root rider pathing a little bit more towards the bomb towers and the scatter shots, to make sure that they don't go directly into the rage tower compartment. And you're going to see that's why I've also deployed this one balloon over here, just so that the Tesla gets drawn out. And yeah, you can also see the timing of when it happened. Like, it would have happened, the Tesla would have been drawn out right as my warden was about to go ahead and target the ricochet cannon, which would have destroyed my fireball pathing. So you can see what I've done over here just as a precaution. Definitely drop in one balloon or something like that to just go ahead and pop any possible Teslas. And you can see exactly what I'm doing over here as well. You can also already see the spell mid-air, that invis spell, just to make sure that those buildings go invis. And look at that fireball. It's just so much of value. Sure, one ice golem got pulled, but look at how well the base is set up. Like, what is even left on this at this point? So I'm just going to be a little patient. I'm using the super barbarians to try to force my warden to start going this way, and then I can start my own queen right over here. Nothing much to it. And once again, follow the same principles that we've been following so far. Hole has been created, warden is going to go and do his thing for a while on this direction. Queen naturally makes use of that as a funnel point, and you can already see my king also working exactly where the queen is going towards. So like, he's using the queen as the funnel point, and I'm just gonna like break him into that compartment up top and just let him get whatever he possibly can. So it's very, very natural. There's not much thought to it. Yeah, I'm just giving my queen some access into the next compartment. It's really not too difficult. Like, very simple. You'll also notice I haven't even used my siege just yet. So I'm just going to protect my warden. I'm going to let my royal champion and drill kind of come in this area, and they should pull the warden's attention very, very soon. And I'm just going to keep my warden protected just for a little bit. And you know what, it works out all fine. Like, he actually ends up stepping away from the monolith area. And yeah, he is going to definitely start following my royal champion very, very, very soon. And you can see that's happening right away. And it doesn't even matter at this point. Like look at what's even left on this base. Like, literally, I'm just gonna go ahead, pop my hog puppet as well fairly soon, and just freeze up the town hall and let everybody just dish out enough damage to immediately destroy every last defense on this base. It is just ridiculous, especially with the hog puppet. And if you can save one rage with like a freeze or something to just quickly kill the town hall and move on. These anti-2 style bases are a joke. We just nicely managed our resources on this one, but once again, you'll see those fundamentals come into play. You can go for greedy value with your fireball, but do it correctly. Don't settle for less when it's very easy to get so much more from it. And yeah, once again, the same fundamentals. Your queen starts as a from the funneling point that your warden set up, then your king, and then you can just play your royal champion however you want to, depending on the situation. It's really, really flexible. So yeah, that's another very, very nice attack. And as a bonus, I'll just throw in one more attack, since I haven't had so many triples in a row in so long. So might as well, might as well. Alright, let's just get on to that last one for you guys. Alright, another rather toxic looking base, but I'm guessing this is not going to defend root riders too well. I'm not very sure how I ran into this base, but yeah, we're just gonna walk through it once again together. And this time I'm just going to keep it a little interesting. Let's keep it a little interactive, so as to say. Let's try to find out what the best place for fireball is. I'm sure you guys are already thinking like the eagle itself is a decent spot. You can go ahead and grab the poison tower with both the X-bows, and that's a decent starting spot. Similarly, you can even go ahead and fireball the town hall itself. You'll be able to grab both the X-bows as well as the monolith. Once again, a wonderful place to start. And then your warden can actually naturally go to either the left or right from over here, and your queen can just go to the other side, right? It's just as simple as that. And you can easily converge on this core. There's not much of a challenge to it, and I'm sure like you guys are just wondering along those lines as well. So even I was thinking along these lines as well when I just thought like, there's something a little interesting I can do on this one. And I know it's not exactly like super ideal, but just consider this. What if I place the fireball on the bomb tower instead? I would actually get most of the town hall compartment as that I was talking about earlier, but I'm also going to be getting the clan castle in this multi-archer tower behind over here as well, which is once again just so defining. And it's just getting the clan castle is such a huge deal most of the times like this. And the fact that it's so deep into the core as well over here, and it's so well protected, it's just a lot of value that I'm not willing to give up. And it's not even too difficult. Come, at least I should at least say it's easier than trying to charge the town hall from over here, because we have a bunch of defenses lined up over here, and it's easy for our warden to keep pushing through, especially with that angry jelly. He's going to target one defense after another very easily without ever even entering the range of the enemy king. So what more could you even ask for? This is literally perfect. So you can already see I am just gonna throw everything I possibly can into trying to get a fireball on the bomb tower. And that's it. That is going to be the point where we start from. It's that simple. It's really, really that simple. And we're just going to be a little bit patient and just wait for that to happen. And once again, that invis, and just as a precaution, the other invis on the builder hut. And look at that. Such a huge chunk of the base has just disappeared. The warden should be able to easily also go ahead and pick up the town hall kill before moving on. And it's just literally, it's just perfect. Like, look at that. He is just easily grabbing the town hall, and like it doesn't even matter to him. He's gonna even go ahead and snipe the enemy king as well. So not really much left to do on a base like this. Like, you guys can already tell this is absolutely going to be smashed from this point onwards, because there's just so many resources that we have, especially with no clan castle to deal with as well. It's just amazing. So once again, you can see the same principles, nothing different. I'm just noticing that my warden is starting to go up over here. The hole is created over here. Start your queen over here. And once again, you can already tell what the next starting point is going to be. It's going to be my king coming in over here for the eagle compartment. Not complicated at all. It's a very, very simple attack once you learn these fundamentals. And just look at that. Like, it's just, these guys are just flowing one after another to help each other out so well. And I'm also dropping the super barbarians to quickly ensure that my king does get funneled into the eagle compartment. And that's about it. Now you will notice one small detail that I'm going to add over here. I purposely throw in my royal champion from the top over here to pull the warden, because I don't want my warden and my queen to start following the same targets. That is just going to be a huge waste. And because the queen is already self-sustained and she has her own healers behind her, and it's much better to instead devote the rage aura for the royal champion. Remember, she even has her hog puppet, so the hogs can make such good use of the rage aura that your warden has as well. And of course, your royal champion keeps going invisible, so it's just amazing synergy. And look at that, I can't even finish talking, and these guys have just gone ahead and destroyed the base very, very, very quickly. So yeah, it's just the same principles. I'm just showing you guys how you can be a little bit more greedy with them on a lot of different base styles. And I really hope that you guys can consider this in your own attacks. And I hope you guys are also convinced that this is significantly stronger than any smash style army with fireball. It's just very, very adaptable, and it's very easy to funnel things one after another. So that's about it from me. I hope you guys did enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.